Yes, to believe.
Let's not just wrap up with we're told that the people in Volta Region are not using condoms. How can we get them to use it? What do we need to do?
What kind of research is that?
They're saying that the usage of condom in the Volta region is low. Why can't you answer that question?
What research is that?
What research? Answer the question and stop
look at the research.
What research? They are saying that the use of condom across country is low. What is your take on it?
Which research is that?
Oh my brother. This man is an impossible man. You see, when people start these things, it tells you a level of guilt.
Okay, so let me give you the details of the story. It says there are currently 19,078 people living with HIV in the Volta region, representing 5.7% of the total national population of persons living with HIV of 334,721. They include blah blah. It says, okay, I want to.
Is it coming from the AIDS Commission?
Yes. This is coming from the AIDS. This is the Volta Regional Technical Coordinator of the Ghana AIDS Commission, Mary Na Ashele Inyomi. I want to get to the meat of the matter so that it settles this. Okay, so that's where it's coming from, the Ghana AIDS Commission.
Ghana AIDS Commission.
Well, they need to up their game, the AIDS Commission. I mean, I remember they were doing a lot of sensitization across the country and all that to educate people. They need for them to have a protective sex and all those kind of things. I mean, sex education is something that we need to up. But in regards of social media and all those kind of things, a lot of things are going bad, especially within the youngsters. But I can assure you, it's an issue that government will take up seriously. I mean, to up the education and then the sensitization. Mm-hmm. Some people generally don't know. Yeah. Okay, they don't know these things. So if you don't bring it to their doorstep, and the kind of sensitization we should do in the local level.
But some people also feel that
we understand it better.
Some people also feel that, well, because they are faithful, and that's why. Because there are the ABCs of reducing AIDS, right?
Yes,
abstain,
be faithful, and condom use.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Still, it's not only through sex that you can get HIV.
Yeah.
Through blood transfusion, you can get it. Or sharing items that you are not supposed to share. I mean, glasses or blades or anything that it's contaminated with that disease. So you might get it, not necessarily through sex. And you can transmit it to your partner, although you are faithful. Okay, so these are some of the things we must look at and make sure that the sensitization goes down well. Educate the general public. Government is giving more assistance to the AIDS Commission.
Okay.
I know the Director General used to be one of the best medical officers in Tamale Teaching Hospital. He's now heading the HIV. So he understands this thing very well. I know government, through him, will do the needful to continue the education, let people understand that it's our life. We need to protect each other and make sure that we continue to be healthy enough to deliver. The Ghana needs us. It needs everybody. I mean, it needs everybody.
Okay.
Especially, my operational area is the rural area. So I love my rural people, and I don't want my rural people to be sick and all that. So I love them, and I think that they should go down to the rural community, continue the education, and make sure that they understand the dangers of this HIV and the use of this condom.
Okay. Kojo,
but we have a generation that is far removed from the AIDS pandemic. Okay, when HIV was a pandemic, when HIV became a serious issue as a global problem, we have a new set of generation that is far removed from that. So they don't really see, when you talk about AIDS, what it is. And that is where AIDS Commission should be up and doing with sensitization and education.
Okay.
Because you take it for granted that everybody knows what AIDS is. I'll bet you a lot of money that if you go around with your cameras to ask the youth what's the full meaning of AIDS, a lot of these youth don't know what the full meaning of AIDS is. Right? How, let alone what it is. So the use of condoms in the youth should be encouraged. STDs and STIs are very, very, very prevalent in the youth. they think that you probably get it just by probably having sex. But you know, when in public schools, the female can actually get infections even by using public toilets. And by an infection from the female, that can now be transmitted to the male. The other thing with the youth that nobody talks a lot of is this issue of cervical cancer. Right?
Yeah.
And you know, the cervical cancer is transmitted from the male to the female.
Oh.
Yes. But in the male, it doesn't cause any problems. But when it goes, that's why we need to immunize, do the vaccination for the girl child.
Okay.
But the girl child, when they now get it transmitted to the girl child, it now develops into cervical cancer. So there is a lot of health education that we need to do for the 16 to 21-year-olds.
Okay.
And we are not doing that. Okay. And if we don't educate the 16 to the 21-year-old, after that age, certain habits have been developed and it becomes a health issue. And that's the next generation of this country. Okay. So we need, AIDS Commission needs to get more money, more resources, and if Atto Forson will release the money to them, why not? So that they can do the work they need to do.
Okay.